Nvidia's wow factor is fading. Back 2 years ago, Nvidia came out with a earnings beat where they an earnings forecast where they forecast 11 billion of quarterly revenue. That was 53% higher than what analysts had anticipated, and it set off a string of quarters where Nvidia's revenue just went up like a hockey stick curve. They now do close to 40 billion plus revenue a quarter. Back 2 years ago, like I was mentioning, they forecast 11 billion. They now, over the trailing 12 months, have done 165 billion of revenue. This company has been by far the biggest benefactor of all of the AI enthusiasm. They make a tremendous amount of the chips and infrastructure that's used to build out AI computing capabilities. The piece here, to me, is really just a commentary on the law of large numbers. You're not always going to be able to beat analyst expectations by 53% or grow your revenue by 165%, year over year. And they've plateaued in a sense, but it's hard to continue to grow your revenue at that pace. And now the Wall Street expectations have more or less caught up to where Nvidia has reported on a quarterly basis from an earnings perspective. So the argument being made is that they can't surprise to the upside as much as they could. But to me, that's just, you can't always do that with large numbers. It's hard to keep that pace.
Unless they're going to get into another market. At some point, we're going to have enough data centers.
Yep.
And are they going to monopolize the chip market for those centers indefinitely? Probably not.
No.
Replacement chips will be made by somebody else, probably at some point.
Oh, there's a lot of capital being thrown at that to get after the gross margins that Nvidia have are upwards of 70%. So you can believe that somebody's going to come in and try.
Yeah, it would be a good sign if they continue to effectively monopolize, and I use that not in a legal sense, just in sort of as a factual description. Wouldn't be a good sign of a healthy economy if Nvidia had maintained their current position indefinitely, and they're not going to grow at their current clip indefinitely. Otherwise, they'd become the whole economy, which is obviously absurd.
They're a big part of the S&P 500, that's for sure. With a market cap over $4 trillion, Nvidia stock has been on a tremendous run over the last several years, a little bit more muted on a year-to-date basis. So we'll continue to follow how they fare.